Yo, young tykes, Tykei here, and welcome back to this war of mine. Now, I realized in the last episode, that went out last week, that I had a lot more mods on than I thought I did. And that made the game super easy. And I realized that, I barely had played this game recently, and, well, on my computer, because I do have it for my phone as well. But I took all the mods on. I left the quality of life mod on because that does make this game different in a sense. So some of the things that it changes, okay, hold on, let's read the story now. So I changed it so that we now have a kid, right? So now it's not only Steph, Nate, and Pete, but they also have this kid, Sergi. And now with this kid, it's gonna add in like just more dialogue and more story to it. So Sergi wants to talk to Steph. And why does Steph look like an Asian boy? That's my question. Anyways, so everything's gonna pan out like last time. We just have to get crack-a-lackin' on some things. So I'm gonna have Nate try to open this door right off the bat. Pete can go up here and start searching for some stuff. Sergi is gonna definitely take up some time. I guess that door is locked. Grab all. Okay, good. So now we do have a shovel. I can send Nate over here to start digging that out. The kids in this game do add like they do need attention. They do need love, care, and attention. And I thought it was just better for me to just go ahead and show you guys what it's like to live with a kid from right off the bat, rather than just hoping that one shows up in our playthrough. I also intensified the winter, and I also intensified the level of conflict, so we are going to need to get guns as quick as possible, because it'll become an issue if we are unprepared for that kind of stuff. So go ahead and let's grab all this stuff. We can no longer like create giant stacks. So some of the stacks that you saw were like there were a lot of mods, and like I added those mods because my sister, she would actually play this game from time to time when I was still living with my dad, and so she would play this game, and it was a bit too hard for her, so I added those mods to help. But now they're not there anymore. So the kids can actually just play in the house. As they continue to play, you'll see like down here he has hopscotch, and he'll start to draw on the walls. Like up here there are drawings on the walls and stuff like that. Alright, so Steph, go up there and start digging. Nate, we need a crowbar, so for that we need a metal workshop, so I'm gonna have him get to that ASAP Rocky. We're gonna need to build a bed, but I want to build a metal workshop first. So same as always, we're gonna place the metal workshop down here. I'm gonna have Pete go up there and rummage through that. I'm taking down everything. We got a fire axe, so I'm just gonna have them just chop down everything. As soon as I can get a crowbar, I can get into like the filing cabinets and stuff, like the one in the basement. Grab all. We have a good amount of scraps. We have a good amount of wood. Electronic parts, we're not hurting for that, so that's good. Alright, I'm gonna have him go out here and dig through there. What's Nate doing? Nate's building. Steph is getting into there. Where is Sergi? Yeah, so you can hear him humming and singing. Awesome. We have a broken gun. Oh wow, somebody just left a bunch of shit just in the backyard. That's great. That's great. Okay. Have her chop that shit down. And now, okay, so we don't even really need to build a crowbar anymore. We have one. We should build a knife, though. I'm gonna say, we don't have any bullets yet, so there's no point in building a gun. or fixing the gun that we have. So let me get started on a stove. Place that there. No, wait. I'm gonna have you do that stuff. You can go ahead and fix that up. I am gonna build a heater for now. So we do have the parts for it. I'm gonna place it right here. And then I'm not gonna build that either. And then stop it. Go over here, build this. What is Pete doing? Pete's just chilling. Cannot have that. Alright, and we're gonna make the rainwater collector right there as well. You can go ahead and destroy that. Stuff, you get in there. What is Sergi doing? Oh, Sergi, you want to play hide and seek, don't you, darling? Well, I'm sorry, but you can't. You cannot play hide and seek. It is not. There's just too many bombs going on. Too many. I can hear him in the distance. What's that? It's bomb o'clock. You're not allowed to go outside, Timmy. Sergi. Sergey. Is it Sergey? It's Sergey. Shit. Alright, Pete, we're gonna have you go down here now. Steph is taking her time with that shovel. Nate, you can go ahead and start building on the heater. Okay. Sergey, I don't know what you're doing. So Sergey is a lost boy. What does that mean? Thanks for letting me in. My parents are very rich. They'll find a way to make things up to you when it's all over. I lived with them in a big house up there on the hill. We had everything, even a swimming pool. I had my own bike and a rifle. What? Okay, my father took me hunting once. No, actually several times. We were happy. When this over, my parents. When this is over, my parents will come to pick me up. I will introduce you to my younger brother. His name is Oleg, and he's very smart. Okay, Sergey. So we have rich boy Sergey. We're gonna grab all this stuff. Okay, so one thing that the quality of life mod does change is that you can no longer build like the heavy medications. You can only build like the shitty medications and stuff like that. And also the guy Franco who does come to our door, we can't buy water from him anymore. So that presents its own challenge. Okay, Nate built the heater, he built the... Ooh, we got more supplies. He built the heater and he built the rainwater collector, so I want to see if I can get him to upgrade this. We're not gonna have a bed as of yet, but I don't think we'll really need one for right now. I do want to put beds all up here on the top floor just because I like to keep them everything layered and everything, you know, divvied up pretty well. Alright, so Nate's gonna go ahead and finish that up. Have Pete clear that rubble. When it hits 8, we're gonna go into the night. Nighttime. Okay, so now we have the abandoned cottage. We have the decrepit squat. It's been inhabited by the homeless since long before the war. They've always been struggling with the lack of food and might not survive the recent shortages. They shouldn't be a threat. We could still find some useful things there. Okay, so there's a huge amount of materials there. Lots of weapons, lots of parts. The abandoned cottage has some food. I don't want to get the food just yet because we can get raided, which I don't want to have to go through until we have some stuff. Okay, Okay, so Sergi's gonna sleep. I'm gonna have Steph guard. I'm gonna let Pete scavenge. And Nate can sleep as well, because I'm gonna have Nate build shed anyways. Let's take a saw, let's take a crowbar. I don't think we're gonna need anything else. Oh, we do have bullets. Okay, so we do have bullets. I didn't bother to check. We have a pistol. Alright. Okay. Alright. So there might be some upside in building the pistol. I'm not 100% on the pistol yet. I'll see if I get some weapon parts. If we get some weapon parts, then we should be good. Let's check what's in here. There's a guy in here. If we give him some food, he should give us some stuff. So actually, I want to leave some things in here. This is all good stuff, so I'll take all this with me. I'm just gonna go ahead and check. Make sure. Alright, yeah, this is all stuff that I would want. I'm gonna just grab it all just because, like, you really don't want to be without this stuff. So when, like, the snow and the violence ramps up, you're not gonna be able to go to a lot of places, which is why I think it's in, you know, my best interest to get these things from the start, because you don't want to be lucked out with all this stuff. Alright, so cool, we got 2 toys. The teddy bears right here, they're broken toys, so you can help that. You can use that to help with Sergey and his boredom. Because if they get too bored, then you'll see what happens. I feel like I'm over explaining. Right, let's go here. I'm just seeing what there is to take. I'm not really so keen on food right now. Food is probably one of the lesser things I need for right now. Alright, and we're just gonna put this all into our storage. Like in the last episode, we're just gonna move everything over here to the front of the house. That way when we do come back, and we come back any other time later on in the game, if we can't take all this stuff with us now, then what we'll do is we'll just keep coming back, and then we'll have this set up right here so that we can leave, come back, and take what we need as we go. We don't have to scavenge throughout the entire house, and it's just easier on us and easier to pass the time. Oh, cool. So there is a sawed off area. I will go there in a second. I want to grab these materials, and then we can come back here with an axe and kind of just chop up all this wooden stuff. So let's rummage through this stuff. Ew, is that a corpse? I think that's a corpse. Oh, gross. That's a corpse. Homeboy. Yeah, homeboy caged himself in. All he had was a cigarette, some sugar packets, a bottle of water, and a few pieces of wood. Lasted in the wall. Not long enough though. Wasn't enough. Really wasn't. Okay, cool. So we got some coffee, we got some cigarettes, and we have other stuff. I'm gonna stop running. I think the homeless guy is right here. Yeah, he's over there by the fire. So I don't want to disturb him just yet because I don't have any food and I don't feel like having him beg me for it just yet. Dear Masha, I found shelter among the homeless. I am no longer a teacher or an artist. I am one of them now. There is not much food, so some of my friends already left us, but do not be worried. I too will seek more appropriate refuge as soon as I have finished my painting. Huh. Alright, so he's over there. Oh shit. Hey buddy. Don't fucking come near me, please. Oh dude, I didn't want to see you. I'm very hungry. Could you help me? Dude, let me open this shit up and then I'm gonna see if there's some food in there. And you know what? One of us was torn apart by a shell. He was standing too close to the wall. I'll die in a few days without food. Alright, so that's like a high key. Hey, if you give me food now, I can give you some stuff. But if you don't, you know, fuck you. And I'm just like, man, I want to give you food, but I don't have food. Alright, so we got, what is this, jewelry? Awesome. Does it matter if someone became homeless before or during the war? Yeah, not really. Alright, let's high key out of here. I want to give him food, but I don't have it. Alright, here's some more water, some more parts, some more wood. We're good on wood. We're actually pretty banking on wood. Probably painted this picture recently. There are rich looking people sitting together in a littered, ruined building. A metaphor of some sort, I believe. Okay. We are going to go down, kind of sort this out. Alright, so I think I gathered a good amount of stuff. Not all the greatest stuff in the world, but some good things. So we do have a lot of wood. We have a lot of scraps, which is also good. Jewelry, some toys. Pretty sure there's some more stuff that we can get while we're still here. He will give us some stuff if we get him food within enough time. Which I really want to do. I do really want to give him food. Because I think he has like a chance to give us a weapon or some alcohol or something. It's not something that you can find on your own. You need to gain his trust. And he needs to give it to you of his own free will. Oh shit, it is getting close to daytime, so we are gonna have to book it. So I'm going to probably I'm gonna drop all this stuff off, right? And then I'm going to take I'm gonna take all this wood. I'm gonna take a packet of gears. I'm gonna take some electric parts. God knows we don't really need them, but I'm gonna take them, and I'm gonna take all the scraps, and I'm gonna take I'm gonna take a bit more wood. Because we do need that. Alright, and now let's get out of here. Okay. So that's gonna do it for day 1. And in the next episode, we'll come back day 2. You know, we're gonna start fixing up the house and everything. So I hope you all enjoyed. Please do remember you can follow us on any of the social media links down in the description below. We always upload on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and alternating Sundays and Saturdays. So tune in 1:30 p.m. on those dates. And remember, Tykes, live like the pirates, and as always, fair winds, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.